Alright guys, happy tax day. Not too sure what's up with my throat. I've been clearing my throat a lot this morning. In a little less than 2 hours, I'm about to go and partake in a temp job interview. I'm not that interested, but it's just, a way to make some extra cash. I haven't had an interview in a really long time. I think I interviewed with Cerebral, like somewhere near 2020. And they told me, if I wanted a job there, they were interested in accepting me as an employee. But because I'm not really intending to go into mental health work again, I'm keeping it on the back burner. I'd kind of just rather do something a little more, just something mindless, so I can just, make a little cash, do something that's not too mentally draining, so I can keep working on the stuff I'm already doing. But yeah, I don't know how I feel. It's like, I haven't had an interview in a really long time. I also haven't applied for jobs until more recently, and most of the applications I sent in were Sunday. On Sunday. And so, I don't know if I have another interview tomorrow too. I'm gonna see how this one goes. I scheduled one for tomorrow, and then there's a third that I scheduled. A third that I will potentially schedule, and then there are two others that or three others, that I have to do a questionnaire and then schedule. So, I haven't done that yet, but I'm just gonna take it one at a time, I guess. I'm not that interested. Like I don't know how to say it. I'm just like, dude, I'm just doing what I gotta do to hit my finance goal numbers. That's all this really is. I'm not really like super behind. I just I feel like if I started working next week or the week after, that would be ideal. But not 100% sure just yet. What things are gonna actually look like. But yeah, that's kind of all I'm up to. I think I finally slept pretty well last night, but I'm pretty groggy because I took some sleep aids last night, so I'm trying to ease into the morning. Got a little bit caffeinated, but I don't want to take it too far because I don't want to take it too far. But I just keeping it simple. I'm probably gonna just simply clean out my car. I don't know. You know how it is, how they say things sometimes about somebody being, sometimes jobs will look in your car or whatever, because there would be some driving involved. And so I'm like, okay, let me make my car look a little more presentable. Like, I'm not gonna go get a car wash, but I'm gonna at least clean out the inside so there's not like visible stuff, or too much of it. Um, but otherwise, yeah, I'm just. I'll probably go to the gym after that. I don't know. Because I'll already be out. But I don't know. Like, otherwise, I don't really have anything else really going on. Other than writing, I'll be writing more tonight, and that's probably it. Like, I don't really know what else to say. Like, I don't think I'm gonna put in any more job applications because I might have 3 to 6 um, opportunities to interview, and I'm only just doing it, so it's basically summer money, Pride Fund money. I want to go to LA Pride. I'd like to go to a WNBA game. I want to go to a Galaxy game. I'd love to see Galaxy play LAFC. I want to see the women's soccer team. Yeah, so I haven't seen the San Diego Waves yet. Let me see. Yeah, and I think, dude, I think I saw the Sparks the first season they played because they played at the Forum, and I was a kid. It was back when like Lisa Leslie and like Highshaw, like that long ago. Like, I think it was like the first season, like opening season of WNBA, and we kind of had nosebleed seats. I remember they had like these purplish pink jerseys with the long, so with the thick uh, shoulders. I don't know what you call it. The shoulder. I don't know. Like, how jerseys have like the part that goes over your shoulder. I don't know what you call it. Sleeves. I mean, they're not sleeves. They're like jerseys. I guess they're like thick jersey sleeves. And then there's I don't know, like Angel City. Looks like Sunday, April 23rd at 5 p.m. Angel City and San Diego Waves are playing each other. But I'd love to see a game with both of them live. Would be cool, either in San Diego or in LA. Trying to get ready to see if I'm going to Vegas in like 4 weeks, a little less than 4 weeks, and for that metal festival, and then seeing if I'm seeing if I'm going to I mean, I gotta get my Black Pride tickets to San Diego. That's like early July, and then San Diego Pride is like mid-July. So I got about 3 prides I'm trying to hit up. So yeah, I'm trying to get those tickets at the end of this month, hopefully. We'll see. I don't know for sure, but I think at the end of this month, because then the ticket sales are going to increase. So that's basically what I'm doing. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think there's usually a cross festival in June. I don't know if I'm going. It would be nice to go. I don't know if I'm going. And then I'm trying to kind of, replace the funds I spent in the last 3 months. So, yeah, that's kind of why I'm trying to take temp work. Um, I'm not like too like concerned with it, but um, I just yeah, I haven't really interviewed in absolutely ages. Other than that one interview, and that one interview with Cerebral, like it was pretty much on point because I was working in mental health at the time, and it was very similar, so I kind of knew how to answer the questions. It wasn't really like a big deal. Um, this is going to be a different kind of interview because I'm basically doing it for my own financial goals. It has nothing to do with anything other than just getting quick money. Um, I don't know if I've ever worked like that necessarily, like had to be hired on by somebody else. I'm more used to doing like Postmates and that kind of stuff. Um, and like it's kind of weird going through like interview questions and stuff. Like I'm just not used to that kind of thing. Um, so I'm just kind of, you know, just gonna go clean out the car this morning. And otherwise, I don't really know. I'm not really doing anything too extensive. Um, and cleaning the car just mostly includes like taking out my rollerblades, folding up my beach towel. That's basically it. So, yeah, I'm not doing like too much. A little bit, but not like too much. It's not like any like major stressful kind of thing. But yeah, I just want to make sure, if I do park in front of something, if somebody decides to walk me out to the car or some strategic thing, they don't see like I'm not opening the door and there's like trash flying out and like, like I had one experience. I don't remember how, it was a while ago, like at this date, and we were talking about our cars. I was driving like this old ass, like messed up car, and they Ubered, and they were talking about, oh yeah, the outside of my car is like a mess. It's old. Like they were saying about their car, it's a mess. It's old, but the interior is like immaculate. And I was just like, I had just been, I don't know if I had come up to LA because I was in San Diego or what, but I hadn't cleaned my car, and I had actually just, whatever I did, it was just something where I was like maybe rummaging through and like looking through stuff. So my car was actually like a mess. And like we went, like we went to dinner, and then we were gonna go to this club, but we had like leftovers because the meal was so big. And so we're like, well, we don't want to carry the leftovers into the club. So I was like, well, we can just, like stuff our things like in my car, because like I parked like a block away or 2 blocks or whatever. So we walked over to my car, on the way to the club. We were gonna walk to the club too, and we put our stuff in my car, and then we just kind of, you know, um, put our yeah, we just kind of put our stuff kind of like in the car, but to keep it there. But yeah, it wasn't clean, and I was just like, dang, like I wasn't like expecting anybody to like see my car, and like it didn't have tinted windows. I think I parked kind of like near like a light, like near like the back of like the DMV or post office or something. So there was like a big like street light there, and like it wasn't like a dark street or anything, and it was like a bigger car, and so like it had like full back seats and everything, and it was not clean. Like it wasn't like a disaster, but it wasn't like something where I would be like, oh yeah, like come in my car, like you know, willingly inviting it. But I was just like, yeah, my car's a mess. But I just left it alone. And there was a while too, like where I was driving that car around, where like some parts had fallen off. One time, somebody had, some Terminex truck had backed into that car, and the bumper had kind of come off. And so I was kind of there trying to help the bumper situation, help put it back on or whatever, or like keep it or whatever. And so it was like in the backseat of my car for a while. And I remember one of my bosses was like, "Yeah, you were riding around with that bumper in your car for a while." And I was like, "Oh, like mind your business," like. But I didn't know what to do with it. Like, it wasn't my car. My folks weren't even in town. Like, my mom was in the Midwest, and it's my dad's car, and he was in, Africa for a while. Like, and so the mail wasn't even coming to the house. And so once the insurance information came in, like, I didn't even have access to it, so I couldn't really get it fixed. And I was like, well, I don't want to throw out the bumper. Somebody can fix it. And I don't have storage, and I was renting a bedroom, and I was like, well, what am I going to put it in my bedroom? Like, I had no space in my room, so I was like, well, what am I going to do with this thing? Like, and so, I mean, I could have put it in the trunk, but I put it in the back seat, and it was there for a while. Probably like a couple months, maybe longer, I don't know. It was there for a long time. But, yeah, gotta clean a little bit at least. And I gotta be on the road in about an hour. I am moving so slow. I in no way have energy, but I don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. Yeah. But that's all I got going on today. I'll be glad when this thing is over. And then just kind of get on with my morning pretty much. Yeah. And I'm probably going to stop by and grab a yerba mate on my way out too. And yeah, so, alright, I gotta get to doing all of that stuff, and then I'll probably post this later, if I have any more updates for my day. Well, busy day. Did one interview in person. I think it went good. But it would be part-time if I took it. But it wouldn't be hard at all. And then, so they mostly just wanted to know my availability. They didn't really seem to care about too much else. My availability and record and everything. Background check, all that. They didn't even look at my application. They had some other person, random staff, kind of screen me real quick. And then they said they'll pass along the info to their boss, and they sent me a background check link. So they just wanted to see if it would check out. I have another interview tomorrow at 4 p.m. And I don't know if I'm going to have one before that. I said I'd be available from 11 to 2:30 for a video interview, but that place never confirmed. So I guess I'll just check every couple hours or so. I think I gave them 2 dates. I can't remember. I mean, this week is going fast. And I have a tentative interview Thursday. Maybe another Friday. I don't really know. it just depends. Like, there's an assessment somebody wants to send me, and then if I can do that in 24 hours, they want to do a video interview, and I'm like, well, I can't do it in 24 hours because I don't know if I'm going to be available Thursday. So I don't really know. I'm probably going to wait till sometime Wednesday to respond to that. And I have to research the company and everything too. It might be commission only based work. I really don't want commission only. To me, that sounds pointless. Like, I know you can make a lot, but I kind of want to know how much I'm making right away, honestly. But yeah, the job market sucks. I think it's gonna be easy to get interviews for like little stuff of the little desperate types of places. Like, yeah, a lot of places are kind of, desperate for workers. And I don't know what's gonna happen once, students start graduating from high school and everything. So that's one thing I think about. It's gonna shift the market a little bit, because I think a lot of the really easy jobs are gonna be taken up by high school graduates, because that's the only thing that's gonna be available. And so, yeah, and I'm not really like trying to get like a crappy job to keep forever, but right now I'm just like, let me just get something, work it like a month or two I just want to get something while I'm finishing the class requirements and getting the certifications, and then I'll go from there. But the longer I take to find work, the longer it's gonna take me to finish what I'm doing. Like, the longer it takes me to get work, the longer it's gonna take me to get back to the exam. So I do need to study. I was gonna take the practice test today, but I didn't expect to be doing job applications and interviews and that kind of stuff. And I'm writing more. I've got some ebooks coming out, so been busy. I did go to the gym, had a really good workout. It was probably my first decent workout in a bit now. But otherwise, I've just had a busy day. I'm gonna be writing some more. I don't know how much more I'm gonna be writing, but I'm gonna be writing. I'm basically gonna break down some of the stuff I was writing since like about May and June of 2022. I'm gonna break down some of that stuff, and once I break some of that stuff down, yeah, I should be okay. I'll break it into topics, but yeah, I'm pretty tired now. Like, this morning I was good. Had a little yerba mate. I couldn't find the ones in the bottles when I went to the Ralph's. That's what I had preferred, but I should have just gone to freaking Sprouts. But yeah, they had it in a what do you call it? Like the tall cans. But I was like, yeah, it'll do. Like, this'll do. So yeah. I got some sushi. Spent a lot of money on sushi. Like a little over $20 on freaking sushi for lunch. I didn't have a lot of breakfast. I had a little bit of oats. It really wasn't a whole lot of food, but it was good enough to sustain me. I might have to go get some shoes for interviewing tomorrow. I'm gonna check out the closest thrift store. They probably don't have anything, but if they do, I'm gonna drop in and see what I can find. I just need something that's not sneakers, but I also don't want to waste money on something I'm never gonna wear. But yeah, like I'm not really wearing like a business suit, but you know, just like a button up, some kind of, they're technically slacks. They're like these DKNY. I don't know what the fabric is called though. It's like a weird fabric. It's not denim. It's a little stretchy. It's not windbreaker material. I don't know if I can check. I think they're so old. It's probably worn. Let me see if I can find out. Let me see. I have no idea. Oh, there's another tag. Man, I can't read this. It's all like upside down. Wow, I'm surprised the ink is still on it. What the heck is it made out of? These are the only pants I've ever had in this fabric. Okay, it says 73% rayon, 23% nylon, 4% spandex. Yeah. Yeah, because I was thinking, I'm like, it's not polyester, but I don't really know what it is. Like, so yeah, that explains why I don't know what it is. It's like a mix of weird fabrics. But I like them. They're kind of like straight-legged, but they've got this weird, I don't know if it's not a pleat. It's like, you know how people sew seams? It's basically like a backward seam where the middle of the leg pleat would be. So it looks like it would be inside out if pants did have seams like that all the way down instead of like a pleat. But because pants don't have those seams, it doesn't really look that weird, because yeah, if it was a shirt like that, it would look different. But it says DKNY jeans on the tag, and I got these from like Marshalls or Ross or something, and dude, they've lasted me like, let me see. Yeah, I've had them since I was in San Diego. Maybe before? No, not before. I don't know, maybe before. No, I don't think I had them before. So I've had them like almost 10 years. And I don't think they have holes or anything. So yeah. But I need shoes. And otherwise I'm good. gonna start getting to sleep, get on with my night, and get up in the morning and start over again. I don't know how many more days of this interviewing I can take. It's kind of a lot to think about, like, all these different types of companies and, like, trying to study for everyone and, like, keep track of, like, okay, I need to submit this and submit that. It's like, oh my gosh. But whoever hires me first, I'm just gonna take whatever comes my way first, because it's gonna be temporary anyways. So yeah. But that's it for now. I'm gonna get a little bit of writing done before I get to bed, and then I think that's it for now.